Alrighty, everybody, welcome back to another video. So I changed a lot on this. I just didn't have enough money invested, so I put like, let's see, what was it? I think 49,309 I added into investments. So I pretty much like looked at all the 11 sectors and just diversified it. I tried to stay away from ETFs, but still kept my ETFs, but I just did individual stocks based on sectors. So yeah, for SPHD, we didn't increase that since it already was at, or yeah, that was an ETF. Same as QLD, we just kept the same, and I turned my dividend reinvestment back on for QLD and RYLD, and I also shut off all my recurrent investing. Since I'm in college right now, don't really have too much money to just keep reoccurring, especially after I did this, but and Walmart, we kept the same since I had a lot in that. McDonald's, we added 3.5 some shares to 1,066. We are down on it a little bit. SPGI, I got up to 3.22 shares, up to 1378. This video is definitely going to be a lot longer. And then Disney, we got almost 7.3 shares, up to 949, up a little on that. Not huge. RYLD, we're up a bit. Johnson Johnson, I added almost 8 shares, 7.5, about over that at almost 1,900, and we're down a bit. Roblox, terrible stock investment. Just because I used to play or I played the game, and yeah, thought it would go somewhere, but went. Well, got an awful worst investment I've made in my life. SBR, great investment. Too bad I can't buy more of it and turn drip on because Robinhood doesn't support it anymore. Last time I checked, I'm up 170% on that total return. I wish I could have bought more shares instead of just 2.2. Ford, we went from 21, added like 85 shares almost, up to 1,266, but we are down a little bit on it, 78. And EPD, I added 34 shares, about, yeah, up to 1,400, and we're up 53.90. TSLX, added almost 72 and point 4 shares up to 1,436, and we're up 36.87. Realty Income, I added, yeah, 30 shares. We're up to almost 2,100 at $2, up $2 only, but SWK, we're at almost 20 shares, up to 1,564, and we're up 209, which is great. MasterCard got up about like 2.7 shares almost. And we're at 1,614, but we are down $77 almost. Home Depot, I got that up 3.2 shares about, up to 1,138, and we're down 47.58. And Dow, some mineral company, up to 9.3 shares about. I don't think, yeah, I didn't add much into that because tried to keep the sectors at like a certain percent, and minerals wasn't supposed to be a lot, so I'm at 373. That's weird, it's so low. Down almost 26. Visa, I added 4.3 shares at 1503. We're up 71.87. AT&T up to 40.5 shares at 1,059 total invested or equity. We're up $30.58. VTI ETF, so I just left it how it was. Sherwin-Williams, we're almost at 1,000. We're up almost 27 at 3.1 shares. Levi Strauss Jean Company at 44.2. We're at 985, and we're down 50 on that one. But then Bath and Body, I sold. Didn't want to keep that. Rhythm, I sold. Didn't want to keep that. SRC I sold because they had just high dividends. Those two are Rhythm and RITM and SRC. Should have kept them so young it wouldn't even mattered really, but chip is at 86.59. We're almost at 1340 and we're up 78.34. Tesla I kept the same because already had $700 in it since we're up 262. We're still at that 1.95 number of shares. Rivian I didn't put more into either. We're at 2106 shares and 318 on equity and we're still down 181. Coca-Cola I got up to 1950 almost at 24.73 shares and we're up almost 82. Cisco I jumped that up to 27 shares almost at 24.59 and we're up 260. Worthington Steel I got up to 19.71 shares. 750 for equity and then up 125. Those ones do good. Same with Steel Dynamics. Got that up about 3.5 shares. Up to 1,110 and we're up 220. And then I added Apple on at 7.9 shares. About 22.16 and we're up 141. It's great returns already just for these, which yeah. CVX I'm up. I got almost 7 up to $1,300 almost, and we're up 17. Pfizer, yeah, I got 65 shares there, 1,700 about, and we're down 61.30. And MO Altria, we're at 25.33 for shares, and almost at 1,900 on equity, and it's already up 231. And I was like, this was like 2 or 3 weeks ago I bought these. And then AbbVie at 8.53 at 1762. We're down 1745. And then Comcast, we're at 35.2 shares. A little bit under 1,000 at 959, and we're down 40. So we were at 1,000 originally. And RVI, it's just Robinhood's index or IPO thing out. Index fund, I don't know. Up 15 on that. It's nothing huge. American, I think it's American Towers, AMT, at almost 11 shares at 1,917 equity, and then we're up almost 50. Blackstone, we're at 10.7 at 1350 for equity, and we're down 33. UPS, we're at almost 12 shares, almost 1,300, but we're up 41.29. Triple M at 8.22 at 1,172, and we're down 69 on that. Dow is just great. 11 shares, a little over at 23.34, and we're up 260. And Oracle, almost 12 shares at 2,033, and we're down $40. And MDU, it's a local company to where I live at, all over North Dakota, and we're at 60.76, 1,373, and we're up $42. But yeah, so the total equity I have in stocks is 61,559, and the monthly difference, obviously, what I invested, the 49,000, and so yeah, current invested. I don't. Robinhood's a bit off, and that just completely changed all my stuff. But this, if I'll just have to add dividend because I don't have reoccurring. So just gonna keep adding drip onto this number. It would grow from there. So yeah, we're at 57, 418.28, which is probably off, but the total earnings is 4,140 just from stocks, not my interest account or high yield savings account. And yeah, so for yeah, total return that's actually positive now since we had a lot of winners cover up Robinhood or Roblox's failure. We're up 358.64 from what was put in or what these current losses and gains are. Yeah, it's 1158, 1,058, $1,158 difference from last month, which is huge. And yeah, the interest is gonna plummet. It's gonna be like 40 a month. I still have a decent bit of money in my savings thing, but yeah, I went down to 107.49. About halfway through the month, I invested that, so it's gonna plummet. But the dividend, that obviously didn't get affected because I just invested. But next month, there's already some that are coming in that are higher paying. So we hit 47.75 this month, a 3 cent gain from March, which, yeah, it's not much. And stock dividend, obviously QLD recovered, so gained $1.30 almost from last month in dividends. And SPHD 3.4, BEP, BEPC 1.2, Brookfield, and then Walmart we got almost $3, 3 cents short there. RLD we got 3.65. SBR pays out monthly, got it 73 cents. Can't reinvest it though. Realty Income got that to 78 cents. VTI $1.04. And RITM, even though I sold it, still, yeah, got the dividend, hit the dividend date, so I got 32 cents on that. Chip 25 cents. Coca-Cola $1.40. Cisco 74 cents. Steel Dynamics 63. And then I just put a dash for all these because obviously it's not gonna, yeah, qualify since I just bought it recently. But yeah, that's all for this video. We added a lot of money into my portfolio, so we'll see that dividend skyrocket here next month, in the next few months. But if you guys enjoyed, please leave a like, comment, share, subscribe. It helps out a lot, and I'll see you all in the next one.